Chif Patman.
Papa Mayer, it's so nice to see you after such a long
happy.
time. Bernhard H.Mayer. I lovingly call you Papa Mayer, everyone knows. I'm so happy to be here today after the pandemic and 2 over years of not traveling. Finally, I'm here, Papa, in the beautiful country of Switzerland.
Chif Patman, it's a great honor to have you here. Thank you for coming all the way. Your first visit to our watchmaking facility in Switzerland. And you have chosen a lovely day, sunshine and pleasant weather here.
Yes, and I'm so impressed with the new CME office, the Watch Academy facilities. This is extremely impressive, Papa, and I'm so happy to be able to sit down with you today and talk about our favorite topic, watches, QNET, and Bernhard H.Mayer.
We feel honored to have you here, knowing that you are not only a fan of Swiss watches, but even something like an expert. My son told me that you know more about watches than most other people, and you follow the news, you go to the bottom of things, and you find out everything about every watch. Whatever is new and interesting in the watchmaking business, you know about it.
I think I fell in love with this concept of watches from a very young age, especially the fact that I wanted to know how it worked and how did this whole concept start of having a machine basically on your wrist that could create its own energy and to keep time for years. All right, and this has fascinated me for many years now, Papa.
You know, I feel that you know about the special magic of a mechanical watch. You understand it. It's a feeling, it's a charm, it's a fascination. It's maybe not even so rational, but there is really some magic about a mechanical watch. I remember the moment I watched our master craftsmen, our master watchmakers, creating a watch, and when this mechanical thing, without a battery, without any outside powers, all of a sudden starts ticking.
Yes.
And moving, it's a magic moment. And when I think of that, it makes me feel like seeing the birth of a baby. A new life has just started, and something that will keep ticking for decades, maybe for several lifetimes.
I completely agree. I explain to a lot of people that a mechanical watch, an automatic watch, is something that creates its own energy, right? Without a power source, technically. There is no battery, there is no electricity, nothing. It's just based on the movement, and it creates perpetual energy. Technically speaking, Papa, if I kept this watch on my hand, all right, with the power reserve, it would keep running for as long as it keeps running. It keeps running in perpetuity.
Yeah.
And that's something that people don't understand, how a small mechanism on your wrist fitted into this case can create enough energy to tell time for as many years as possible. And it's something that is so attached to you. All right, the watch is ticking very much with your heartbeat, I would say.
Yes.
It has a connection with the owner.
And around the world, so many people are fascinated by this magic of the mechanical watch. And I'm sure you talk to collectors,
yes,
like yourself, like my son, and exchange ideas and share the passion. And this is something that gives me the idea that this is not a short-lived fashion trend.
Yes.
The traditional Swiss watches are there to stay. And I wish and think for many, many years to come.
And I'm very proud today, especially, to be sitting here wearing your watch, the Bernhard H.Mayer 150th anniversary rose gold automatic timepiece on my hand.
This is a beautiful milestone of our 150 years of history. You know, my great-grandfather, the founder of the Bernhard H.Mayer brand, at his time, there were no wristwatches.
Yes.
They had pocket watches.
Exactly.
And my great-grandfather, I know, was proud to own some of these. And you had to press the crown and then the flap would open.
I remember.
And he was an engraver by trade, so
yes.
he engraved these beautiful mechanical pocket watches, and it became a passion. And I think that was the origin of not only minting coins and medals, but also creating beautiful timepieces.
And here on this watch, there is a medallion of the original factory of the Mayer Mint.
Yeah.
And I remember in the year 2000, when we launched the Dragon watch, with the Dragon medallion in the watch, with a quartz movement that created magnetic energy to move a ball bearing around to tell time. That was the beginning of, and it blew my mind when I saw that watch. I still have a piece. It's an amazing timepiece.
The Dragon coin was so
yes.
powerful as a symbol, especially in the Asian world, where the dragon is in the Eastern horoscope, the top symbol.
Yes.
And so, yeah, marking the year 2000, that was a great event and a wonderful start of our cooperation between the two brands.
And today, QNET has become one of the largest direct selling watch companies in the world. Your watches, okay, manufactured by Simea, carrying proudly the Bernhard H.Mayer name, has reached practically every corner of the world. We have customers in Africa, Central Asia, the Middle East, Asia, of course, Europe itself, South America. So your watches have gone to every part of the world, not only as a product or a timepiece, but also awareness about automatic watches, about mechanical watches. And QNET is so proud to be able to promote and educate people around the world of Swiss watch industry. And today, as you know, there is the talk of the digital watches, Papa.
Right.
And I believe that this whole digital watch industry created a little bit of fear in the Swiss watch industry, whether it would take over the industry. But I'm proud to say today that the Swiss watch industry became victorious again.
I agree.
That the recent years you have seen a trend of Swiss watch companies becoming more and more successful. More and more people want to wear a Swiss watch on their wrists.
Because of the prestige and the fascination that does not compare with the charm or usefulness of a digital watch. I admit the digital watch has its place in the market, in society.
Yes.
But I do believe that our precision works of art, following hundreds of years of tradition, will survive, not only survive, but really thrive and be successful. There is a heirloom on your wrist. You can pass this on to your son, and your son can pass it on to his son. And this is not the case with a digital watch, which is quickly obsolete because new technologies come and people look for different things to buy.
I completely agree. In Asian culture, as you know, that the parents, whether the mother or the father, would always pass down a piece of jewelry to their next generation, their son or daughter. And today the trend is changing that fathers and mothers are passing down their watches to the next generation. And you're completely right. What we wear on our wrist is not only a watch, but it's a legacy. Because I believe that this watch has been on my wrist. It goes through my journey of life with me. It's ticking with my heartbeat.
Yeah.
It's connected to me. It has the energy that I carry throughout my journey of life, and to pass it to my son or daughter even today is ultimately what a watch is. I still remember the words of a great watch company in Switzerland. You never actually own your watch. You merely look after it for the next generation.
That's right. It's true. Well, there's something special about mechanical watches, and I'm proud of this heritage. But I'd also like to mention that without QNET, this had not been possible, reaching all these overseas markets and becoming a global brand. This is something that our marriage between QNET and Bernhard H.Mayer has made possible. And looking back on the last 20 years of our intense cooperation, actually it's like one family. Our relationship is way beyond just business relations. It makes me feel like QNET is my family, and I know vice versa. You feel like being part of the Bernhard H.Mayer family. Thank you for this trust and this strong relationship which we have been able to build.
We are extremely proud to have the privilege of carrying the Bernhard H.Mayer name with the watches throughout the world, and I'm looking forward to more watches being designed by us. And this partnership is not a partnership for 10 years, 20 years. I'm hoping this partnership will last for generations to come between QNET and Bernhard H.Mayer. Thank you so much for your time, Papa.
Looking forward to another 150 years
Yes.
together.
Thank you.
Thank you, Patman.